Attorney Bill is even less remarkable than I anticipated. I'm still standing on Ozzie did that and Lewis spends the night with Tony. Yikes. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Reasonable Doubt video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 3, episode number 2. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Reasonable Doubt content and conversations. And this was such a solid follow-up to the premiere. The premiere set the stage, gave us the backstory, told us where everybody was at, told us the time period. And episode 2 took the baton and said, don't worry about it, we got it. Let's start with Bill. Who Jax ropes in on this case with Ozzie initially before they actually wound up fired, child. And literally lays it out, what she expects of him, how this thing is finna go, and she's been doing this. And she's also a partner at the firm that you're actually trying to become a partner in. You know this because you just took her to lunch the day before, because you want to pick her brain, because you want to cozy up next to her, or you want to spy on the behalf of the other partners because you're trying to push her out. Regardless, you know who the hell she is, and you know that she's presenting a roadblock for you to actually expedite your ass into a partner seat as well. So when she tells you after Ozzie fires them because Jax is doing what the hell Jax does, which is why she is Jax Stewart, motherfucking Stewart if you nasty, you need to probably listen to her, because Ozzie was being overly emotional. Ozzie was being overly dramatic. Ozzie thought that this was going to all blow over, even though there's so much more to be uncovered here, clearly. And it's no sweat off of Jax's brows, because she gets this from every last one of the damn criminal clients that she run up against, which is why she also feels comfortable at home, just nice and cozy, if you will, in the courtroom that winds up being her little gladiator den. But you wouldn't know nothing about that because all you do is civil cases. You wouldn't know nothing about that because you're just a little clean-cut ass white boy. And I thought that there was going to be a little bit more to you, but all it seems like you got in your pocket is white privilege and snitching. Because she said that she wasn't going to tell the damn partners about being fired because Ozzie was going to call back. And what the hell did he do? Call back. But what the hell did you do? Go tell the damn partners. Like the snitch you are. Yeah, I'm already on your ass, Bill, because that told me everything that I needed to know. I thought that maybe he was going to be conniving on a whole other level, maybe be violent, maybe have some type of split personality disorder. But he's just like going to be a villain, clean cut. In the black woman navigating corporate America and having to deal with anti-blackness, having to deal with white privilege, let alone white supremacy. You think because the other partners look like you, aside from the one or two little white women that are in there, that everything is supposed to be a damn cakewalk for you. And you probably low-key resent Jax. The way that he actually went to her after they were dismissed by Ozzie and said, oh, you were actually pushing too hard and you did this and you did that. She did exactly what the hell she does, which is why she actually wins. Have you not been paying attention? You've been at this damn law firm for 6 years, so you probably know her win rate. But you want to tell her that she was pushing too hard? Even while watching him negotiate the arrest, before he pulled in the whole military background and commiserating amongst that, and then speaking to the future wannabe DA running and needing actual donations from affluent people to give the donations, I was like, this negotiation is going terribly. This is why you ain't getting nothing. You think that you can just play hardball. You ain't got the finesse. You ain't got the swag. You ain't got it. It is not in you. It's in Jax, not on her, but it's on you. And you're going to be found out so quickly. I kind of wish that Corey would have stayed. Like, Corey and Jax have such delicious, unsettled sexual tension. And Corey, I hear you. I hear that you building this new life. You done settled down. You was focused on Miss Girl. But this is Jax motherfucking Stewart. Y'all, they gave me fever in the most random ass moments. Him just being there while old boy is asleep, because I'm gonna get to Ozzie's crazy ass in a second. And she can't reach Lewis, and she goes into that damn hallway and lays her head on that man's shoulder, trying to steady herself, trying to ground herself. I have never wanted Jax to sleep with somebody more. And I hear what that sound like, but I'm charge it to the damn game. Charge it to the damn game. I don't want her married to Lewis. I haven't wanted her married to Lewis for a very long time. I wanted her to lead this damn man. I just watched this episode and I said, Jax, why in the hell can't Corey bend your ass over here, there, or any goddamn where? Because what the hell is going on? But it's so what makes it so delicious is that it's not so outright. It is not so in your damn face. It is so subtle. Their chemistry is so subtle. The respect that they have for each other is so subtle. Like the sexual tension is subtle. It's not blaring. It's not overly ridiculous. They feel like friends. They feel like true confidants alongside being colleagues. And he building the whole damn life in Chicago. I need you here as her co-chair because Bill is going to bed when it comes to this black man. He's only worried about the billable hours and making his way to damn partner, not actually getting Ozzie off. So he's trying to extract as much money as possible, drag this case on as long as he possibly can, and ultimately parlay this into a partnership. Meanwhile, Jax is trying to, yes, make some money, but also get this young black man off, and he don't know nothing about that. You know something about that, Corey. And it feels like this episode was the last that we're going to see of Corey Cash because he's taking his ass back to Chicago to go play house with Miss Girl, and I'm just like... Jax just don't know it yet, but she needs to leave her husband. But even in this episode, y'all, she literally was like, I'm just so in love with him. And I ain't gonna lie, part of me wants to believe her because it feels genuine, and she's just trying so hard to change. She even calls Shanelle in this episode talking about some, I'm trying to be rational because he's over there with Tony. And you know what, let's just go ahead and get into it, because Tony requested them to spend the night together, and that's how she was going to drop her damn lawsuit. Thank God she wasn't putting sex as a stipulation. So they just going over there. He just going over there for closure. And then ultimately they wound up taking down the nursery, and then she's able to have the moments that she needs to have the closure that she needs to have, not without trying something, because she definitely tried to jump up on that man, to which he refused. And that sends her into a whole little moment. And baby, the blood curdling cries, her screaming at Lewis in the moment, and then the flashback, which was so expertly done in this episode. The 3 flashbacks that we get from the 3 different perspectives, is Jax, is Tony, and is Lewis, was just so chef's kiss. Like, the storytelling is unmatched when it comes to this damn show, and I absolutely adore it. But they literally raised the bar at various moments with little things like that, and I just thought that was brilliant. So you're taken to the mindset that they were in at that particular time, back when the baby was actual thing, and when everything was like was coming out. So when Jax found out about him sleeping with her and her being pregnant, and what that was like for her, and how that is mirrored in her angst and her anxiety of like having to sit with knowing that he's with her again, and she already communicated to him that she is deeply fearful about him going there. And yes, she trusts him, and yes, the therapy has helped, but she is still scared. And that's something that Jax would have never even admitted to before, and she confirms that when she's talking to Janelle. It's like you can see that our girl has grown, and she's doubling down, and she loves this man, and she wants this man, and she don't want to lose this man. And I'm still just like, but why? But I hear you, girl. I hear you. But why? Why him? Because Corey Cash is right there. And then he even... I hate this. I hate this so much because I hate Lewis. But in this episode, I got another moment to be able to empathize with him and to truly just be like, oh, when he's crying with the Jalen Hurts little onesie in his hand, and you can see that he's actually grieving this baby. This is the first time I actually felt like he did feel like he lost something, and he wasn't barreling through this mistake and just trying to maintain the status quo and keep his wife, and he actually had feelings attached to it. This is the moment that I'm like, damn, he did lose the opportunity of having a son. I don't know if Jax ever wants to have another kid, and maybe he loved the idea of that, and maybe he didn't want to actually have the kid with Tony, but he would like to have another kid, and like what those feelings actually look like now that they're starting to manifest. And honestly, that was all that apparently Tony needed to see. She needed to see him shedding a couple tears for the baby as well, and now she's able to like fully release and like let go of all of her scorn. But baby, I'm going back to her screams. They took from the moment where she's cussing his ass out because she don't give a damn about me, you ain't never give a damn about the baby, and I'm just like, girl, you're not wrong, until he shows something else. And they intercut that with flashbacks to her finding out the baby passed. And the screams that this lady gave off, I was just like, oh my God, another moment where I felt for her. Like, I'm just like, I don't like Tony. I damn sure don't like Honey. But girl, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. The pain, the gutting, the visceral just, you could feel it. So lo and behold and lo, this spending the night with Tony was actually good for the both of them, because they both were able to get closure. They were both able to unpack their feelings. They're both able to deal with the loss of their child in a container that was much more safe, of like speaking about the child and the desires and the hopes and just all of the feelings, the good things that came with it, even though it was a bad circumstance and a bad timing, and I'm just gonna leave it at bad circumstance in which the baby was actually conceived. So this also, I guess, is the last that we see of Tony, because she also signed the paper so that they are release of liability. She dropped the lawsuit. Okay, yay. So that's done and done and done. I'm still not rooting for Lewis with Jax, but episode 1 and episode 2, I had peaks, little moments of like, okay, Lewis, you a human and you hurting, fine. But I still don't think that he's in the place where he can really show up and be the man that Jax actually needs. However, I will be honest and say I am seeing growth. Even how he communicates now, which is a year later from what we saw last season, he is a little bit more transparent, he is a little bit more honest, and he's more accountable, which is something. I'm still not fully on board. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get on board, because I have sworn allegiance to try to annihilate Lewis at every chance I possibly could get, but I'm going to always keep it real, and those things have shifted. So fine. Now, I said that Ozzie fired Jax, but then ultimately rehires her once Wendy's body is found and the video comes out. She clocked all of this. Jax be knowing what the hell she doing. And I said this in my trailer breakdown. I do not understand how these clients want to play Jax left, play Jax stupid. Like, she don't know what the hell she doing. Like, you didn't seek her out because she's one of the damn best, and you want to look her in her face and talk big cash. You want to look her in the face and deflect. You want to look her in the face and try to make her the damn villain when she's quite literally here to save your life. I love the analogy she made of like, if he want to go ahead and dig his own grave, he don't need 2 shovels. When she walked off, when he tried to fire her, because that's exactly what these clients be doing. And then he has to realize that at the end, ends up at her damn door because they done ran into your house. LAPD's ran into your house, guns pointed. Yeah. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I really think that he did it. From the calling somebody before he's about to get arrested in the bathroom, he calls this man named Alex talking about, oh, they found the body. So you knew that the body was gonna be found. You knew that she wasn't here anymore. Like, I don't trust it. His anger issues, his deep emotional irregularity, the setup of like what has been his career and his experience in life. Like, he has a reason to kill this girl, but he has a reason to be harboring such deep emotions, anger, frustration, and all of these things that could come up if he can't actually control it. He's only 24 years old. Frontal lobe has not fully formed. I said in my last breakdown, and I feel like mentally he has a little bit of arrested development going on, being a child star, trying to transition into being an adult. So you probably operating mentally as if you are a 16-year-old, which to me tracks and what we see him do and how we see him navigate. But baby, what I will tell you, I think the dude's name is Kyle. I think his name is Kyle. I gotta double check. The dude who's playing Ozzie, while I think Ozzie did that, the dude who playing him, chef's kiss, he is dropped in. I think that he did it, but I feel so bad for him. I think that he did it, but I want to give him a hug. I think that he did it, but I'm like, oh baby, it's gonna be all right. And it is 100% probably not gonna be all right. You're going to lose this case, baby, because I think that you actually did it. You're going too far out your way to cover it up. And I know that they do this really great thing with the twist and the turn. They did it last season when it came to Janelle and her case. But I don't see why you're not coming forward. Like, you literally have to come hat in hand to get Jax back on your team. And he reveals like a very honest moment. And this is what I think I'm going to enjoy the most about this season, is how they're having a commentary around celebrity, around people with a certain amount of fame, specifically tied to the film industry or entertainment industry, which is the industry that I operate in, and how unfair it is for people of note, of people with fame, as they're navigating the world, because their fans and other people expect them to be on, or expect them to be this thing, as if they're not humans operating as humans on a day-to-day basis. So he tells the story to Jax right before she takes him on back as a client. And he's like, this woman posted a comment on my Instagram saying that she knows that I was a killer because I was a shithead or I was an asshole back at the airport. unbeknownst to her, I was flying home to try to catch my grandmother before she passed, but she passed anyway. My mama sent me to the damn Teen Choice Awards, Kid Choice Awards. Like, that is what a lot of them, especially the ones of any kind of real notoriety, the child stars that break through and the household names and everybody is saying your catchphrase. He even has to sign an autograph while he's signing his ass out of out of jail after being bailed out. That is what their life looked like. It's like, you don't get no days off. You don't get to say no to pictures. You don't get to have your bodily autonomy. You don't get to have privacy, all because you acted in a show, or all because you did this wonderful performance, or all because you've had this illustrious ass career, which is completely unfair. So I love that they're going to have this conversation. Again, I'm not negating the fact that I still think that he did it, because the emotional irregulation for me is screaming red flag, he did this. But I love that they're going to expose that, and I hope that this is something that, at least of the audience that watches Reasonable Doubt, people will have a different perspective. If they are of the camp of, like, if you happen to see your favorite celebrity out, you give them a little bit more grace. I've had really close proximity and have celebrity friends, so I navigate a little bit differently, and I have understood this for a very long time, but I feel like the way that they're actually having this conversation, specifically with Ozzie, is so spot on. And it's going to be the thing that gives you, like, the tug and pull of, like, did he do it? Did he not do it? I want him to be innocent, but he's probably guilty, but I don't know. And I love that. Like, they are creating a humanity for him that is really rich, and I feel like it's very nuanced. Even speaking to his emotional irregularity, right? And his clear anger issues, those to me also feel like they come from somewhere. They come from his career and how he's had to navigate his career and how he's had to shrink himself as a person to operate in a certain level of success within his career. And even that, it's just so poignant. Like, I love really great television. I love really well written television. The freaking soundtracks, bro, the soundtracks for each episode, like, bruh, they are clicking on all cylinders this season. Let me stay focused. Okay. Talked about Bill being a damn snitch. Talked about Ozzie rehiring her. Talked about Tony. I talked about Jax calling Janelle. And I talked about Corey Cash. I talked about everything. This episode was great. I can't wait to hear what y'all thought about the episode, about who your favorite character is. Do y'all think Ozzie did it? That's what I really want to know most of all. So please tell me that. If you don't tell me nothing else, please tell me that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the commentary. Let me know your thoughts. I'll have full written reviews for all of the episodes on this season on ericavane.com if you want to dive a little bit further into my analysis and critique. It's your good sis, Sheila Talk TV with, and I'll see you in the next one.